Okay, in this one we're being asked to find the domain and range of a function. The function is y equals the square root of x over x minus 2. We're going to use Desmos to find it graphically. So here's the graph of the function. Remember that the domain of a function includes the location of every vertical line that hits the graph. Remember that vertical lines have equations like x equals a, so I'm going to type that in there. But I'd like a to be a vertical line, so I'm going to type in a equals 1 just to make sure it gives me a value for a. And you can see it drew x equals 1. Why don't we just have every a but c between minus 10 and 10 with a fairly small step. We'll have something like that. Good. Now the idea is we want to move the vertical line back and forth, and we're going to do that using the slider here, like this. And let's see here. I can see that if I move that vertical line on the left-hand side all the way up until 0, I hit the function. Just anything past 0, though, I don't. On that, it continues all the way through 2. At 2, I still just miss the graph. Right, as soon as I get past 2, I hit the graph again. So all those values have to be included. Let's go back over here and see what it wrote. It says, we can see from the graph that every vertical line to the left of x equals 0, and including x equals 0, hits the graph. We can also see that every vertical line to the right of x equals 2, but not including x equals 2, hits the graph. Now the proper way to write this, and this is important in the sciences, but not the other places, is where you say that the domain is a set, and that you say that by putting a brace here and a brace here. You say that the domain are x values, like this, and the little bar here means such that. So I want x is less than or equal to 0, or x is bigger than 2, and then braces again. In pre-calculus and calculus, we probably will let you say that x is less than or equal to 0, or x is bigger than 2. All right, range is a bit different. It's not about where vertical lines hit the graph, it's where horizontal lines hit the graph. So let me go up here, and I'm just going to click right here and shut off the vertical line. And what I want to do is now write down the equation of a vertical line. So I'm going to say y equals b, and I want to make sure b has some value, and you can see here that it drew a horizontal line at 1. I'm going to have the b's go from minus 10 to 10, say with a fairly small step, and I'm going to start moving the slider again. As I move the slider this time, you can see that the blue line, the blue horizontal line moves up and down and up and down. You can see that every horizontal line down here misses the graph, right? And almost every horizontal line up here hits the graph, except, sadly enough, exactly, don't know if I can get it quite there, one just misses to the left, just misses to the right. So if I'm going to try to find the domain here, the domain has to be nothing down here, and make sure you don't include 1. So the range over here, you can see that I wrote it with braces again, right? This is going to be the y's, such that y is less than or equal to 0, or y is not equal to 1. And very often they'll let you write down that y is bigger than or equal to 0, y not equal to 1. And that's the whole thing.